This is Novalee, and today I'm over at the Growing Your Greens garden, like I am every day, and I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've been planting and also give you a quick tour of the garden. Hello everyone, says Penny Ray. We are at the big famous Growing Your Greens garden, and most of you have already seen it, but it's impressive enough that it's worth a second glance, that's for sure. So I'm just going to walk in the entrance and show everybody what's going on in the garden, starting with the things I planted, which are over here in the first bed. It's lined with violas that are edible, and I put those in after I put in all these different greens, which started out as just little tiny baby starts, and now they're overgrowing. There's purple Russian kale and curly spiral broccoli and different collards. Here's some broccoli getting going right in there actually. And then between all this is spinach. And the spinach just came up. It was planted here last year and the seeds fell and just started coming up. It's actually, to me, it's looking like it's a little shaded out here. But there's spinach. And there's also, this little baby stuff here is miner's lettuce, which is actually growing all over in that spot. And there's also, this little baby stuff here is miner's lettuce, which is actually growing all over in that spot. Hello, what are you doing here in the corner? And then over here, I came around and continued, because if you can see this bed from far away, it's kind of in a horseshoe shape almost, like goes around there. And then in the middle where the fig tree is all the miner's lettuce. So I planted these rows here. This is different colors of chard. This one has a yellow stem. That's a red chard. Over further back is a purple. And this one will have kind of more like a pink stem. All the chards are really healthy for you. And then there's curly kale and regular collards, and then the purple kale or red Russian kale. And again, violas all the way along, so you can just pick these and eat them anytime you want. There's no shortage. And then I planted this bed out. That was a couple months ago. And here are my artichoke babies, which, oh my gosh, you should have seen them when I planted them here. They were like completely brown and dead, and I thought they weren't gonna make it, but John was like, oh, pot them up. And so I did, and look at them now. There's 3 here. They're just taking off like crazy. And here are some starts of cilantro. This is fennel, parsley, and lots of little lettuces, red speckled lettuce, green lettuce, and some different Asian greens that have yet to go in. And back over here is the cilantro that's already in the ground. We are big fans of cilantro, which is a natural detoxifier. Keeps your body clean inside. And these big vines going up the side of this trellis are grapes, and they've never made good grapes. Okay, so this is the other angle, and I'll give you a close-up of the miner's lettuce, which is so beautiful. It just springs up and looks like you just want to jump in. And mixed in there is also this chickweed, which is really tasty, that I was talking about juicing before. And the miner's lettuce came up on its own from having been planted there last year. This is the fig tree, which makes awesome figs, big purple ones. And here are some babies that just got planted by Kim, our other gardener. And she put this in the bed where we're doing the earth mister experiment. So John installed an earth mister underneath here. He dug all this up, and that's all you can see of it now, but we're going to see how it works. It's supposed to spray water underground to feed all these babies and save you on your water bill. So we've got chard, kind of little Asian green, bok choy, Mizuna Asian greens, that kind of thing. And then if you go over here, here are the trellises that are bare from the runner beans. Here's where a Jerusalem artichoke tree was chopped, but it's still growing under there. You can see the sunchokes in there hiding. More chickweed. That stuff kind of takes over, but it's a good edible weed. Mustard greens on the other side of the trellis. speckled lettuces and red lettuces. There's a good speckled one for you guys to see. And here's a bok choy kind of a thing. Tomatillos falling to the ground. John would say those are ready once they fall. Then we've got arugula bush, gone to flower, so you can eat the flowers there too. And another arugula bush. Awesome. And here's just a quick message to everyone. Alright, back on to tree kale or tree collards. These ones are purple and really high in antioxidants. We put them in everything from smoothies to juices. These are the pineapple guava trees. They make the fruits. Apparently some of the fruits have been neglected over here. Oh yeah, and I planted this stuff too. These were Brussels sprouts and broccolis that I planted all in here, along with the flowers. I'm a big flower fan. John doesn't really like anything that's not edible, so we don't get to buy many flowers, but when we do, I love to plant them because I think they're so beautiful. Here's parsley, which has been here for a long time. We keep picking it, it keeps growing back, and it looks like moss almost. It's so fluffy looking. And these are some big brassicas. Our favorite brassica is this one. We don't know why it popped up like this, but it's all variegated. And we were just kind of amazed at this one. We don't know how it happened. You just keep popping up everywhere, you little squirt. This is celery root. I'll show you down there what it looks like popping out of the ground. And you can eat this like a roasted vegetable, or we just peeled it and chopped it into thin slices like chips and dipped it in salsa. This is the strawberry bed, which is looking beautiful in February. This is the lettuce bed with baby lettuces, green lettuce and red lettuce. And I planted those bigger ones back there a while back. Here is the bok choy, and this is the famous bok choy that I did the video where I peed on it. It's still going and it still looks great, so nobody needed to worry about the quality of my urine on this. Seemed to be, I mean, look how lush and green this stuff is. Seemed to work out wonderfully. We've had no shortage of bok choy this season. Behind that, on the trellis, are peas. And I planted these peas a while ago. They don't seem like they're growing that fast to me. I kind of feel like I planted them weeks and weeks ago and they're still pretty small. This is just more greens. We've got bok choy, we've got neat Asian greens, different colors. We've got the mustard greens that are so good for you. And then I'll switch you over to this side where you can see the mashe or mash. I love this. It's also called corn salad or Vogelmeer in German, and it is so delicious. I just will sit here and pick it and I have to be told to stop. And we've got this one, I can't remember. Kim planted it. I was gonna say radishes, but it looks smaller than what I remember radishes looking like. These are radishes. And then these ones I planted over here. And radishes are really good for you. I just put one in a juice, and that gives you this MSM that's so good for your skin. And then these are my squashes from last season. And this is a banana squash. I love these. They're my favorite. But this one kind of got grown into the fence, and for some reason we're not picking it because of that. But I can't wait to eat it soon. This is malva. You can eat that, but it's kind of cottony in your mouth, in my opinion. Some more tree collards taking over. I'll get a wide shot for you of all the tree collards. They grow up past the roof of the house, actually. But they look really thinned out. I think Kim leafed them really well for the winter. So this is me in the Growing Your Greens garden, showing you what I've been up to over here and how food is grown. And now I'm gonna get to picking this lovely bok choy that I peed on so I can make a nice cleansing green juice for my fast. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. This was Novalee.